All right, we should be live. What's Gaming Gamers? It's your boy Olino, and I am coming at you live once again with more HOI4 once again in the Kaiserreich mod. We played as Austria last time. Today we're playing as Exile France because I've been inspired. I'll show you a little bit of what I'm talking about here in a second. Let me check something really quick. Awesome. Okay. Yep. We're playing Kaiserreich. We're playing as, if you can tell by the title, we're playing as the French Republic. Defeated and facing revolution, the French government chose exile. This is after World War I. Expecting the newly established Federation of the Communes of France, quote unquote, to collapse as months turned into years. However, the Republic slipped into parliamentary chaos. The armed forces stepped in, forming a thinly veiled junta under Philippe Pétain, the Lion of Verdun. And a decade later, the regime is stagnated, held together by the aging marshal, whose reputation is smeared by accusations of despotism and nepotism. The unrest brewing, the French Republic stands at a crossroads, but one thing is clear. Her sacred duty to free the metropole. The exiles prepare for an opportunity to strike. So, I'm going to play with my normal Kaiserreich rules, which are a little bit strong for the player because they don't only apply the division limit to the AI. In my experience, the major powers have more than enough divisions, and it helps the game not slow to a crawl. And for this one, I need to make a very special one. For the Halifax Conference, normally this fails. I'm going to have it favor the Reichspakt, where basically Germany will agree to the conference as long as we give them what they want. So that is my hope. What ideology? We'll see. I have only played this a little bit. So we'll kind of see. I think we're going to lean towards cementing the coalition because I like the buffs we can get for cementing the coalition, but we can get into it and see what we decide to pick. Yeah, I think that was the only specific country path I cared about locking in. All right, cool. Let me just check, make sure that... which one is... Oh, whoops. Player primacy, yep, and state transfer tool, that's what I care about. Go to town with the Germans. That's hopefully what it'll be, but we'll see. I mean, Germany in my games always annihilates the Third International. To go quick overview. Third Republic fell in the same way it came to be, a defeat by German arms and facing social unrest. Oh yeah, because for those of you who don't know, the Third Republic formed in the wake of the Franco-Prussian, Franco-German War, 1870 to 1871, toppling the Second French Empire under Louis Napoleon Bonaparte, or Emperor Napoleon III. Bard 94, glad to see more mod play. Glad to see you in the chat. Good to see you. Basically gonna say that the treaty is bonkers. Yeah, we'll see what the end result is. I have some fun ideas. I was inspired by my Austria playthrough to do some stuff. It's the French Republic. The civil war that followed the revolution of 1920 came to a close. The government chose exile instead of surrender. They embarked with the navy towards Algiers, hoping the temporary situation soon be resolved. The commune would quickly collapse or be put down by the Kaiser. Neither happened. Peace treaties concluded between the German Empire and the commune. No regard for the exiled government. The commune was recognized as successor of the French Republic by most of the newly German-aligned world, while the exiles remained seen as the legitimate government by those who had fought beside them in the Great War. But the refugees refused to be cowed. They renewed their claim with the legitimate government and commitment to the Entente waiting to strike. Aftermath, the exiles proved highly unstable. Surprise, surprise, democratic forces were unable to form a lasting government. Sending in a petty squabble, situation made worse by tensions between the exiles and the Pied Noir colonists. So those are the white French colonists in Algeria. And in 1926, the army stepped in, declared a state of emergency, formed a thinly veiled junta under the Lion of Verdun, Philippe Pétain, supported by many heroes of the Great War, such as protege Admiral Georges Thierry de Argenlou and General Henry Mordac. As supreme commander of the French military, which holds a tight grip on the state, Pétain has total control over France. The Constitution has neither been amended nor annulled, and as such, the Republic's institutions technically continue to exist on paper, though the Parliament does little more than rubber stamp decisions made by the Marshal. Political parties still exist. Four main political parties are the Radical Party, the Democratic Republican Party, Alliance born of exile of traditional liberal conservative parties, the French Social Party, and the French Action Party, or French Action. Pétain's convinced authoritarian rule is needed for the salvation of France. The cities wholly share responsibility for the Third Republic. On the other hand, none of the Democratic Party is strong enough to impose anything on the marshals. Still widely popular among veterans, see him as the lion ever done, while the armed forces see him as the only one able to properly prepare France for the fight against the International. The regime's balancing act cannot last. More democratically minded are beginning to lose confidence in the regime, while the royalists of the Action France believe the salvation of France will only come through toppling Republicans' institutions. The many within the army and among traditional French and native elites are worryingly receptive to, but simply the junta is slowly but surely losing political credibility, and mainly held together by the prestige of Pétain. This is a lot longer than I thought. As if this lack of civilian support wasn't enough, trust in the marshal is starting to erode within the army. The backbone of the regime, Pétain's favoritism towards protégés, is put in many in key positions, and though they certainly are competent, many officers left behind, while others worry this could encourage doctrinal rot. That Pétain is surrounding himself with yes-men. Some within the marshal's entourage, however, have been openly critical of the state of affairs, such as General Henry Mordac. And for now, discontentment within the army is limited to debate, as many hope that Pétain will eventually listen to its more reform-minded protégés. One thing is clear, however, an escalation of these divisions would prove disastrous for the regime. The most important problem facing the nation, however, is simply its situation in exile, though in Algeria officially annexed part of France's overseas department last century, which was a thing that happened historically. Exiles and Pied Noir settlers make a significant part of the population. In some major cities, they make up a majority. Overall, Europeans are still a small minority ruling over millions of natives who, despite being considered Frenchmen, are essentially second-class citizens subject to heavy taxes and forced labor, with rule from Algiers being enforced by native elites and the army. This defeat in the Great War, the colonial situation is precarious and unrest is ruthlessly put down. Recent famines were barely managed. Syndicalist and pan-Arab agents spread propaganda against colonial authorities. However, most traditional native elites are still loyal to France, and there exists a growing class of French-educated natives and native war veterans who, despite wanting reform, remain loyal. But one thing is clear: if the government is careless, further unrest and perhaps even revolts are bound to happen. They would keep resistance in non-core African states under 80 will result in revolts. Yep. And that's basically it. So let's get into it. So, we're doing a practice for this. See if we can avoid a revolt happening. One thing I wonder, so I know there's a focus that gives me... So this is our focus tree. We have sort of... I believe this one is... this is if Action France takes over, I believe. This is if Pétain stays in power. This is if Mordac takes over. And this is if we do a democratic union. Look in a while. More like, so we've got about 9 million core and 24 million non-core, so that's like 80% non-core. 75% non-core. Absolute monarchy? No, we're not doing an absolute monarchy. I have an idea. I really like this, well, let me make sure. But I think my favorite thing we've got was 40% monthly population. It's pretty nutty. Is that this Cement the Coalition gives us plus 0.1% weekly stability, which is amazing. Anyways. It'd be fine to have player-led peace conferences on. Need to get more infantry equipment, please. Physical land, because I know Algeria is one of the more popular. Oh yeah, I mean, let me see. I think we have Senegal is also, yeah, Senegal's core territory. Which I'm not sure the reasoning for that, but it is. But yeah, most of it, yeah, by land area, most of it overwhelmingly non-core. I believe we can get away, excuse me, drop the state transfer tool. I believe we can get away with local police force for the time being. I might need to crank that up later, but the reduced damage to garrisons and the reduced required garrisons is really good. And that'll still let us build some compliance, so we can override all that stuff. And then, I think we're fine to build infrastructure initially, and then follow that up with some civilian factories. State of Equatorial French Africa. Go basically some basics with research. Yeah, so they have a really high resistance. Let's see if they have it at the start. Okay, they don't have it at the start, but they pretty quickly get a plus 40% resistance target, which after playing this, I have a new appreciation for why AI France always has revolts they have to deal with. I also looked at this previously. I think the infantry tank designers... Oh, Bard, sorry, I missed it. Man, hope you have a glass of water handy. They really put streamers through their paces with those long intros. Yeah, tell me about it. So even though I'm not a fan that the tank designers split this between light and medium bonuses, I still think this one is overall better, mostly because of this plus 10% production efficiency cap, and we could get about minus 8% production output cost, because spoiler alert, I'm going to go mediums, because always mediums. Or down the volume a little bit. Alright. And just as a reminder, I stream on both Twitch and YouTube, so if you see me reply to a chat message that you're not seeing, it's because it could be a chat message in Twitch or on YouTube, you know, one way or the other. Working on that Twitch affiliate grind. Oh yeah, number one, gotta set high priority for all of this stuff, because we need our garrisons to reinforce. Let's see, what else do we need here? Okay, that infantry equipment is not great, and then I'm gonna get rid of all our planes. Just merge our entire fleet together, put this guy in charge. I think we need to form I need to have an agency with 3 different branch upgrades. Yeah, because we can become Spy Master, get a free spy, then we can use spies to help root out resistance also. Oh yeah, we'll do a quick debug smooth, turn off frame smooth, and get some free performance. Alright, I think we're good to, do I want to turn off these light tank production? I think so. Jeff, thank you for following on Twitch. Take over 2 Sicilies. There will be a reckoning with Europe once we get back in there. Let me get my... Okay, my troops are all grouping up. As are my fleets. Oh yeah, my fleets are moving. That's why I have no fuel. Alex Kerensky, no! Not the first politician Savankov is killed. I feel like this is pretty consistent. Maybe the Papal States used to have, like, Viterbo, maybe. I know they have that in Crusader Kings. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and just zoom out really quick so we can see the Europe situation. So for those of you who aren't familiar with Kaiserreich, going Patane, Mordak, I've never seen a call path. I'm probably going to do Mordak, and I'm looking at doing this Cement the Coalition, I think, because plus 0.1% weekly stability is kind of amazing, but we'll see how we get through there. Got to make sure we make the right paths if we want to do that. But just as a reminder, this is an alternate timeline where basically the United States never... Several things are changed. But one of the big things is the United States never joins World War I. As a result, well, not just because of that, but for that and other reasons, Germany ends up winning World War I. And then basically syndicalists, who are, you know, socialists, although of a different strain than, like, the traditional communists in our timeline, basically took over the Entente in Europe, essentially, although Italy kind of exploded. I have not watched the Russia dev streams. I've only seen the... I have seen some highlights, though, on the subreddit. I am excited. I know they're adding Ayn Rand to Russia. Boris Savinkov assassinated. How the turntables. Ironic. Death of a friend. His Majesty George V. Oh, yep. George V died. March Patay embarked on a special transatlantic flight to honor the memory of a friend, but celebrate a new era of Anglo-French friendship. King is dead. Long live the king. But yeah, oh yeah, so basically, because the existing governments in France and Britain were toppled, the British government fled to Canada, now led by Edward VIII, and the French Republic fled to Africa. They're really cool. Can't wait to play. Wrangle Bros are so back. Also, Red Monarchy is a thing. Yeah, I'll be interested to see. I'll just be happy that they're doing a rework because they really need to. Well, I don't know. I've heard the devs say that Germany doesn't always win when they play, but I'm skeptical of that. Because every time I play, like, I played an Austria game just recently where I didn't even join the war, and Germany just beat both, well, technically I helped with Russia, but Germany beat the Third International by themselves, no problem. Maybe AI Austria is more of a liability than an asset, though. Seat left vacant. Time to merge our two colonial governments into one unified administration. Hey, got some resistance. Things are looking up and up. Maybe twice, but no more than that. Yeah, that focus tree is super old now to date compared to Germany. Yeah, I know they did like a little bit of a minor rework, I think, with the German update, but that was just to fix like some of the foreign policy interactions, I think. But yeah, basically, here's the thing, okay? Every time, this can be from Paradox, when they're updating the base game. It could be from the Kaiserreich devs. It could be from whoever. They say rework. I hear buff the ever-loving crap out of it. Because, like, all the German puppets and everything in Germany itself are just so strong with the rework. Which isn't surprising, because basically, like, you know, in order to make a focus tree, you have to get bonuses for doing the focuses, otherwise people wouldn't do the focuses. Unless you're going to give, like, massive malices, which they do, kind of. Time to return home. Alright, let's keep doing this. Ooh, civilian factory, don't mind. Or do I want to, let me go ahead and get this started so I can spend the political power on that. If I had the dev playing in Russia in the first stream capped Germany while not owning Moscow. It's always so that's something that's really funny for me with vanilla. So I mean, well, first of all, everybody's familiar with the whole story of why they changed the way MIFO bills work in vanilla is because a Paradox dev was streaming Germany and they forgot to keep MIFO bills going, so that's why they changed it where it's no longer a decision you have to do. It just automatically, like, you have to take a decision to cancel it. It's not a decision to keep it going. Get some root out resistance, and this minus... How much is that giving us? Minus 5%. Hey, minus 5% is better than nothing. Oh, yeah. We're not going to bother joining the war against Afghanistan, I think. In no small part because... Oh, there's Black Monday. See, here's the nice thing. We're not affected by Black Monday at all. Oh, cannot call allies to join wars. Oh, we can't even join the war in Afghanistan. Fifth Anglo-Afghani War. Wait, is it Afghani? Afghan, literally unplayable. But one of the things interesting to me about... Oh, Viktor Chernov. Socialism in Russia has rose up again. Electoral gridlock in France. Well, Alexei Rykov. Well, this will be interesting. Can't have an economic crash if you have no economy. Disagreements within the army. Two men have reached. Let's see what they wrote. Bear the Rooster. Henry Mordek, nicknamed the Bear, an infantry general, shot the ranks. Through sheer bravery, close attainment of military establishment, war was lost. Due to lack of experienced officers out of touch high command. Lessons of the 1914 and the next war. Retirement of all officers older than 56 years old, emerging of all branches of the armed forces, could prove controversial, effectively reorganizing the forces armée from scratch. Charles de Gaulle, nicknamed the Rooster, is promoted to the rank of lieutenant colonel. Fellow veteran of the war, bravely led his men at Verdun before being wounded and captured, escaped captivity. Protege of the Lion of Verdun. Supposedly found support among the officers, but de Gaulle is planning to release another essay called The Discord. Confusion reigning among officers. To some, it seems to endorse a stab in the back, very popular among civilian soldiers and officers alike, especially considering Gaull's proposals to prevent confusion at critical times, the submission of military to moral civilian power. I like both of their military ones. The biggest thing de Gaulle's got going for him is this minus 10% armor production cost, which I like. Looks like you get a little bit more factories also. But I like the soft attack bonuses that you get from Mordek's path more. To support the bear. Also, it's always weird to me that MIFO could be kept until 1940 and beyond, since literally it was basically a Ponzi scheme. IRL was going to fall apart. Germany didn't go to war. Yeah, but what I was going to say about that with the devs is it's one thing that's really interesting to me is it seems like the devs themselves, and this is not a knock against the devs themselves, but it's like, it seems like in the community there are much better Hearts of Iron 4 players than there are among the Hearts of Iron 4 dev team. But to be granted, a lot of people know like exploits and bugs to, you know, like the whole, what is it, the Order 66 strategy, which I don't know if that's been fixed or not. I never used that strategy to cap people. But I think I'm gonna get this. Oh, I get this event all the time. But how that informs like the gameplay with the devs or playtesting things. Harry Mordek's thing. Did the Bears call really bring change? Zhu Qing hegemony shatters. Oh yeah, so the Qing are still technically in charge in China. Although that just shattered a good read, but not much else. Because I'm getting some factories from trade, I don't really want to try to build my agency yet. Oh yeah, right. I was gonna see. Was there something that gives you a play upgrade psychological warfare? How does this work if we don't have an intelligence agency? I want to help the non-communist Chinese. Yeah, I mean, the Mingan insurgency usually collapses. Well, we also can't send... Can we send volunteers still? That is wild to me that we can still send volunteers. Alright, let's go ahead and let's see if we invite investors. So I learned do not try to do divert railway resources. It backfires on you. You'll get negative malices if you do that. We can go ahead, bring in some investors, and go ahead and start phase 1. Do I have a really good... I should probably send these Mountaineers is probably our best bet for who to send. Yep, see, we dropped below 4 factories. Or below 5 factories, rather. The chips start to fall. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I gotta sign my design companies. Yeah, that's weird. Oh, the Nanjing might straight up capitulate before my troops arrive. White Fathers, critical stability. Stolic life focusing on evangelism. Greece. Yep. I'm still short on infantry equipment. That's not good. How are our garrisons doing? Actually, is that from troops or garrisons? That's not great. I might need to disband. These divisions are relatively small, so honestly, we'll just disband. I'll disband like 2 of them. Because we need to make sure we have enough manpower, and I also need more support equipment because our garrisons have military police in them. The other marshal retires. Marshal will have to choose who to serve as his replacement. Only the bear is fit to lead the armies of France. I don't even know where my division's gonna show up. Well, Arthur Horner elected chairman. Okay, resistance is still under 50% everywhere, so we're doing okay.
Attention.
Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, so that's just the plus 10%. There's a plus 40% modifier they can get.
Continue l'attaque.
Stephen the 10th? Oh, so this is the guy, yeah. Eid Mubarak. Basically, join worse things to balance out the Afghan war. Yeah. I need to remember to help out India in their war. But we should be able to unite India pretty easily, I think. International Congress, yep. Peaceful transition of power, yep.
Gardez vos rangs. Arrêt.
Oh.
Bougez-vous.
Short recess, yep. Henry Murdoch. Obtain successor. Oh, army experience gain, nice.
Bougez-vous.
Angelo's Algerian book seized. Can't even trust our own compatriots.
Héritier. Continuez l'attaque.
Let's just keep researching tank tactics. I'd like to get enough army XP to get some designs. Died 9403 is theorized he was ordered to be killed by Payne's Vichy government. I did not know that. I didn't also know Murdoch stayed in France, although I guess that isn't too surprising. He would have been pretty old. How old was Murdoch? Yeah, he was 75 years old when he died, so he would have been like... The fall of France was in 40, so he would have been 72 years old. It's kind of funny, though, if he's like 60-something, and he's having all officers retire as a field marshal by, sure you got points. Everybody retire at 56. Okay, so can't do any of that stuff, so I guess we'll just establish the Supreme Command. Yeah, because I think otherwise I lose focus time. Pitchley has 0% or less. Ugh, that's going to be a problem. There's no mountain province for me to have my mountaineers hold out on. Maybe if they lose Danqing, they'll get a surrender limit modifier. Yeah, I'd like to go ahead and get better gun design also. That is signed under the Pont d'Ars. That does seem suspicious. Fleischer appointed, yep. Socialist Revolution in Iran? Huh. Great Mute grumbles. Not challenge the state of emergency. He's trying to do military reforms. Let's ask the Marshal for help. Six stab grind set, you know it. The Lion's Last Roar. One last time, Marshal Pétain has to keep France together. There's cracks in the unity armed forces are already showing. Surprise appearance at a ceremony honoring soldiers being decorated for their deeds patrolling the Sahara. Taking the tone of a disappointed grandfather, compared the current situation of France to a lengthy trek across a hostile desert. Need for unity, reaffirm trust in Mordak. Received a standing ovation, no less sincere than the one he received when he resigned as head of state. The Marshal reminded his great call of Verdun one last time. It really is infinitely more based than this time. I mean, that's super hard feat, considering what he ended up doing in our timeline. Yeah, identify thanks military unit information. That's a low even for royalists.
Allez, on bouge.
Oof. My dudes are having a bad time. Before that, can't you get Louis Napoleon? Yeah, so I've heard that that is a thing you can do, if you, you have to go down the authoritarian, from my understanding, you have to go down the authoritarian Mordock path. I don't know if it's one of your focuses, but yeah, you could, like, get them as a general, grind them up, and then you could get Napoleon return, which, I mean,
Gardez vos rangs.
I just don't get an actual focus tree if you do that.
Attention.
To try and help holding these other ones. I want them to take the victory points so my guys don't get, you know, destroyed. Still, the theory comes from the people's representatives. Largely politically aligned with the Pétain regime. Yeah, you can make him president, and then he can become, proclaim himself, emperor, I believe. If he becomes president. Burnt out village. After them. An attempt was made. Yeah, and grind out some military XP along the way. How am I doing on infantry? How are my casualties doing? 15,000 casualties over what is actually the last, like, 4.5 months, which is, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, I mean, it's also the interesting thing, because I don't even think the Mingan insurgency or the left KMT. I even think, like, they unified Japan, or they unified China, could go to war with Japan, or will end up at war with Japan, but I don't even think they joined the Third International, really. Maybe if the war's still going on, they can join it. But it usually just takes them so long to unify that I don't think they really get the opportunity to go dispersed. Yeah, I think I want to do the coalition.
Attention.
Will this stabilize Argentina? I need to do... Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I just need to do this one. Oh, well, maybe the Nanjing click can survive, actually. Or maybe not.
Attention.
Oh, I think I'm gonna get my focus soon to start my... Oh, this one's only 28 days. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and just do this one.
Pas de pitié.
The beauties awaken. This coup is not to be taken lightly. The eagerness to reform the alienated may obtain support as appointees. The bear, whether he wants it or not, has been associated with so recently still somewhat alienated partisans of democracy, quickly running out of allies. Street meeting was called the heads of various parties. President Mordak, President PSF had a concrete proposal. The exchange general would announce an end to the state of emergency, publicly promised to return to normal within a reasonable time frame. Union sought to create a broad coalition of Republican parties working together to ensure the future republic is an ambitious plan. Then long live democracy, although the old lion won't be happy.
Attention.
If I can reinforce that guy in time, please. Maybe. Nope. Of course not. Although, because those troops are locked up, so. Come on, you gotta be kidding me. You better reinforce before the sky breaks again. I swear, I'm gonna be so annoyed. You're killing me. At least I reinformed that time. Any Democratic parties will represent a new government. Such coalition proved to be able to lead France remains to be seen. Vive la République, vive la France. Compliance growth speed. Democratic coalition Algiers. Much of the civil liberties suspended under Pétain. The Republic endures. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long they last. Okay, cool. Yeah, glad I did this shorter one because he gets pretty nice bonuses from these guys. Especially, like, grab some stability and some factories. Some monthly population. Plus, also, I like going Democratic because then you can get relief of command, which is really nice. The dispute among the Volta Kings. Aussie Kingdom. Yeah, I want the resistance to stay lower. Can you avoid all revolts of the natives or just a few? When I was playing previously, I made it to at least 1939 with no revolts. I mean, all you have to do is keep... I just don't have enough civilian factories yet. All you have to do is keep resistance under 80%, which we're doing right now. Granted, I did kind of cheese that a little bit, because one of the things, and I think this is a big problem that France has, so you get a minus 10% resistance target for being at peace. So one of the big things that I think gets France, so like this state will get a plus 40% resistance target, which would knock me up to 74% resistance target. And then if you're no longer at peace, you get rid of that minus 10%, so now you're at 84% resistance target, and then you're going to have a revolt. So I think that's what gets the AI a lot of the time. But I believe you can avoid... I mean, if you're good enough at managing resistance, I believe you can avoid all revolts. A constitutionalist victory in Bulgaria. Is Middle Africa... Middle Africa is always about to collapse. But we'll see. I have no idea. They can take a while. They can also have like smaller wars. Let's see. For medium tanks, go ahead. I want to get this production cap ASAP, so let's rush that. Is that for everything? Yeah, that's for everything. Debating if I want to go... Okay, well, actually, how much would it cost for me to make it super cheap? I do an improvised turret with a heavy machine gun. This only costs 2.08. Yeah, because you can't get any cheaper than the gasoline engine as well. And if I go diesel, yeah. So I'll go ahead and make that. Put that lower. I like to make interwar light tanks, and I use them for garrisons because they are super cheap to use as garrisons and really effective. But you have to wait until you have like the production for it. But we're gonna need the extra. Let's just go ahead and get more research speed. A whole bunch of demos. I think that's just at the start. Like one of the things Middle Africa does now is they'll release puppets. So they'll release like Nigeria and Kenya, and then that can help. I think that helps them avoid a wholesale collapse. But then those states can have wars. Should I just go ahead and get... I think if I do both of these, I go ahead and go to partial mobilization. Do I want to get the extra civilian factories? I think I want to go ahead and grab the civilian factories, though, because I need them to do my reforms. Plus, I'll get some stability. Well, this one I lose stability, but after that, I get stability. Coup d'etat Siam. We all expected finally happened. In a short radio speech, de Gaulle attempted to call for common order and announced that the lower and upper chambers would be convened today a special session of the Consular Palace to preserve stability of the regime. Had the opposite effect. PSF members, as well as untold numbers of civilians, fled the streets to stun surprise of the units deployed. Some were isolated groups of soldiers getting scorned like children by the mob before being peacefully disarmed and arrested. Most of the members of parliament and deputies, known support of Action France, rose to deliver a well-rehearsed speech condemning Mordack and his new government, invoking Articles 6 and 12 of constitutional laws relative to penal responsibility of the president and his ministers in case of high treason. Rather, the assembly charged him and his ministers such an offense. Any speech with a long list of crimes the bearer supposedly committed. Call for an immediate vote. This was met with applause by some reactionary members who were immediately shouted down by the rest of the assembly. Soldiers attempted to restore order but were unsuccessful. Troops loyal to the regime surrounded the assembly, forced entry in the building where they found de Gaulle, who remained silent as he served a warrant for high treason. Brewster did not attempt to resist, merely looking startled when some men refused to return his military salutes. Quickly transferred to the Casbah garrison in the city to await his crowd. Clearly, the attempted coup did not go as planned. At least he went down with a flare. Oh, sweet. This gets rid of my minus, Fall of the Kingdom of Finland. Ultranationalist Lapua movement. Another blow to German influence. Probably actually need 2 more factories on support equipment. Phase 1 complete, let's go. Phase 2 time, let's go. I get the anti-partisan upgrades. Assassination in Chad. Yeah, I think I'm still under. They're not too bad. I mean, we're slowly grinding up some compliance. There are some advisors we can get that will give us more compliance. Those are the advisors I plan on trying to get. But yeah. I thought it was curious. De Gaulle's nap pop, which in my opinion does really line up with his inner beliefs, since that right wing always felt that he fits better as an authoritarian Democrat paternal autocrat. I mean, this is one of the things Kaiserreich taking liberty with what people would do, but also, I mean, I don't know enough about like de Gaulle's like World War I era politics. You also have to question how much his politics would have been influenced by the fact that the fact that like the Third Republic did basically fail, as opposed to winning World War One. But I am no De Gaulle expert. Action France, Action Algiers is one of the most popular newspapers from colony to province. Universal suffrage. Uh-oh. Either way, let's enjoy ourselves. Oh, sweet. 20 political power. Nice.
Continuez d'avancer. Tirs ennemis. Continuez d'avancer. Allez, on se bouge. Continuez d'avancer.
Can I see how much this guy currently has? Okay, so he only has like, well, no, he's got almost 5,000 troops.
Continuez d'avancer.
Ah, shoot, that's not good. Actually, probably a good idea for me to retreat my guy over here, actually.
Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous.
Because at least holding, yeah, there are no forts there, there are forts here. So if I'm gonna try and hold out somewhere, and then they could still capitulate, and my volunteers could still return. And in green... Order 73 members of the Institute signed a common appeal to the world to undermine the efforts. These Bohemians.
Pareil.
Garrison attacked in French Sudan. I don't think these... Is reinforcement blocked? Oh, these guys can still reinforce. Oof. Yeah. How are we doing? 37%. 43% target. But now that we're getting our stability up, I need to go ahead and get these factories. I need them. Because this other one, 4% stability and 10% military factory construction speed, I'd much rather have 2 military factories right now. I better just not even be a possible leader, since he only really becomes relevant for his Free French stuff. Just be a general, since there's that much to make him stand out, per se. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things in Kaiserreich that I feel like, yeah, so previously I got this guy as an operative, because +1 operative slot, normally you can't get more operative slots, but for a net 13% stability, no use for traders. Oh wow, I'm at like a ton of political power. Okay, so we're gonna get... Need... Problem if I want relief of command before I get any army advisors. All my army advisors are kind of really expensive. Or they're only 50 XP anyways, so I just get this so I could go ahead and get the army XP trickling in. But I can also afford to go ahead and get Compassionate Gentleman, which will give me more political power and give me some more compliance early. But right, what I was saying, that's one of the things in Kaiserreich I do feel like is that it very much leans towards like usually incorporating like other members, other people that were prominent in our timelines. They don't write out.
Gardez vos rangs.
Yeah, I should retreat to Hangzhou actually if that's got a fort to defend.
Pareil.
Yeah, let me try to get there.
Continuez l'attaque.
Yeah, because then if I could retreat to like... Oh yeah, if I could get to Wenzhou, this would be a prime place to defend because I could defend it, my guy in mountains. Because at this point I'm not really trying to win, I'm just trying to survive.
Pas de pitié.
But you know, yeah, that's just the thing, is that they keep... You try to keep historical people that were prominent in the mod, it feels.
Pareil.
Except for FDR, they're like, we had to kill off FDR.
Continuez l'attaque.
Yep, there's the plus 40% resistance. So we're right now setting at a 75% resistance target. So unless something changes there, we're gonna be in trouble. Go ahead. I could probably go ahead and try and sell some convoys on the international market, anyways. Try 50 at normal price. See if there are any takers. I guess I should check to see. Now, other people are selling equipment also, so we'll have to sell it for less than that. And unfortunately, we're encircled in this area, so that's a little rough.
Pitié.
We might not be able to save this guy. That 0% capitulation is rough. Who was that? Was that? No. Well, I guess I can just see who we're selling. Oh, we're selling to Greece. Okay. Wait, hold on. Is Greek flag the invert? Is that Finland's flag in reverse? 'Cause what? Yeah, Finland's a blue on white background. And Greece is white on blue background. Showa restoration. Japanese democracy is dead. Military dictatorship has been established. Oh no.
Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous.
Wait, hold on. I might be able to actually break out. Hold on.
Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous.
Yes, by all my convoys.
Pas de pitié. Gardez vos rangs.
Excuse me.
Retrait.
Alright, just try to move to where that guy is.
Bougez-vous. Gardez vos rangs. Attention. Continuez l'attaque. Bougez-vous.
Alright. Foundation Isaac, yes. Basically just our technological sharing group from the Entente, so I can get a bunch of tech bonuses now. And let's keep doing anti-partisan. Because right now, yeah, so one of the things... Okay, so we've dropped it a little bit, but our root-out resistance is also giving us minus 6%, so before when we were at like 74% resistance target, if we didn't have our operative deployed, we would have been maxed out. This is tanks! Oh no. Oh, the low equipment. Subject to the Russian rework, I tried to read Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've never tried to read it, but in part because that's what I've heard. I want to grab the civilian factories, or do I want to go ahead and get partial... I mean, partial mobilization technically gives me more factories, so... do that. Actually, we might be able to encircle this division, actually. Looks like we're doing well enough. Forever to reinforce. I don't really understand how this happened. Like, we're attacking the province, but that guy wasn't involved in the attack, so he could just regenerate work. That's funny. Gonna be interested to see how things are, well, now we're looking in a much better position, aside from, you know, being about to lose Nanjing, I suppose. Hey, could I get encirclement on this guy over here? Humanism integral. Reaction liberalism, secularism, and intransigent political capitalism, embracing humanism, arguing for human rights. Catholics as well received a new kind of integralism. Oh, well, so much for that. Must have gotten an event that causes them... I bet losing Nanjing probably just causes them to lose. Oh, well. Would be communards getting slapped around. Yeah, what kind of crossover is this? So that it's that meme of French communards fighting for the left KMT. Entente volunteers fighting, or French exiles fighting for the Nanjing clique. Small shipment from commune captured. Weapon supplies, nationalist and syndicalist books. If we don't have enough problems already. Yeah, but some equipment's equipment. Oh, like, that really helped our support equipment deficit, actually. And idealism really survived in the Balkans. Okay. Coup by reactionaries. Skillful mix. Ooh, that's right. So this one I could actually cheese because I'm going to lose a bunch of army XP. But while Kaiserreich lets you go negative on stability, it does not let you go negative, and we don't really want the PSF strong. I don't even know if there's that much. Okay, there's a little bit of social democracy support. So we'll go ahead and just buy, because I love meticulous preparation for extra planning and logistics. Then we can just do that. Get early mobilization and some more manpower. And he probably doesn't generate enough army XP to justify sending an attaché. Recommendation of the Belgrade Pact. Definitely do. Okay, yeah, divert railway resources definitely makes the railway take a lot longer to do.
Gardez vos rangs.
Ulemma. Was this an EU4 reference? Actually, I've never played EU4 on stream. I should. Did I buy the new DLC for it? I think I did. The politically important player in Algerian department.
Gardez vos rangs.
Probably could just do strat redeploy and get to the front line faster. I think it's neat that the strategic redeployment follows the actual rail lines now. This is get production efficiency, gain of production efficiency, cap for artillery early on. Phase 2 complete. We'll show the world what we can still do.
Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs.
Every time. Alright, 57%, so that one's declining. Yeah, the big thing... see, this is the thing with being on... Because on the one hand, you could try to stay at the higher conscription laws, but you're going to need more troops garrisoning, you're not going to build any compliance, and you're going to take increased damage to your garrisons. Martial law is probably the best one in terms of reducing it without increasing damage to garrisons, but you still need more equipment. The local police force, you can still build up some compliance with local police force, and then that compliance gives us, minus 12% resistance target, which we got up to 67% at one point. If we didn't have that compliance, we would have hit 80%. Schwarzweiber brought government in Germany. This seems to happen like every time I play now. Huey Long elect president. Okay, that doesn't happen every time. Big promises became low up to him. So that means MacArthur's going to coup the government then. Administrator expected friendly. What curious what happens if you just don't do the railway? I mean, you can't progress the... you can't progress your focus tree down here, which is going to make things a lot more difficult because you can't get, like, compliance bonuses or whatever. But I think that's it, really. Or I guess if you were to, like, fail... If you were to cancel the project entirely, I don't know what happens. I guess you'd just be locked out of those focuses. Probably get some resistance or something also. Or maybe lose some compliance.
Gardez vos rangs.
I think I'd probably just attack and just try to grind up more XP on my troops. Level 4 is veterans, level 5 is elites. Probably want to go ahead and grind up. Yeah, I mean, extra stability. Yeah, because if I could also get this advisor for the extra compliance and resistance decay, that'd be really nice. The nice thing about, so you could get this guy for resistance decay speed, and that's big because you might be like, oh, resistance decay speed, but the colonial resistance gives you a minus 30% to resistance decay speed, so that plus 25% basically cancels out that resistance decay speed. Oh yeah, and then this is what I love, getting this 50% research speed bonus for our faction. Okay, now if I remember right, it's Carlos that can join the Entente, so we probably want to send some volunteers there as well.
Gardez vos rangs.
Too good. I'll try sending a mobile infantry. Oh, this one actually has tanks, some tanks in it. Probably not. We don't have a pure. I'll just send infantry.
Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
Pro tip, by the way, when sending infantry, don't assign a commander. Just assign the commander once they arrive, and then you don't have the waiting to arrive malice if you assign the commander beforehand. It was inevitable. Sweet, infantry expert. Oh yeah, I could probably also go ahead and get this guy also for infantry expert. You know, I want to save up for that 150. Oh, this guy, you only cost 50. Wait. No, I don't have the relief of command yet. Need to hold off on that. We're doing on infantry. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start. Honestly, let's just switch all these guys over to our regular infantry. Well, I can keep the Marines separate.
Gardez vos rangs.
Good, everybody else, I'll switch to just regular infantry. And then just go ahead and train. Okay, I can afford like 4 divisions right now. Put them on low priority in case garrisons need equipment or something. Please buy my convoys. Hope Egypt, Somalia, Ethiopia get reworks. Just rework all the African nations that break away from Middle Africa while they're at it.
Bougez-vous.
Yeah. I just don't know if we'll get it because, like... Okay, hear me out. They could do that, or what about another China rework?
Gardez vos rangs.
Democratic left victorious in Brazil. Dancing with Syndicalists is a dangerous move. Up, Carlos volunteers.
Bougez-vous.
First Cathedral. The Living Saint. Oof, yeah, 72%, so we're just barely staying under it by being at peace and having root out resistance.
Attention.
Socialists assume full control in Norway. Alright. Native chiefs. Also gets more stability from that. Militarist revolt in Paraguay. Or who's my word? It's also one of the things with the mod that, I mean, understandably, they have Black Monday, which Black Monday would serve as a good impetus to have, like, a lot of coups and everything, but it's kind of like how in vanilla, like, what 1936 happens and everything can go haywire. But, you know, that's just kind of a necessity when you're doing a mod like this. There's been 5 more billion to LKMT, I swear China players get coddled. Yeah, well, that's a problem with the, you know, that's a consequence of the mod, you know, being a passion project. So if it's like, you know, clearly there are people on the mod team who just really like China and Chinese history, and so they do a bunch of work for China, and everybody who was working on, whoever was working on India just sort of quit. Which, like, fair, I mean, it is, at the end of the day, working for free, but it is annoying that you have, like, you know, none of the Austria-Hungary constituent states have any focus trees. I don't believe Central Asia has any focus trees. Yeah. It will be funny if, like, I know people, especially, like, way back, like, you know, 5 or 6 years ago, people were joking about how Kaiserreich has so many more focus trees than Vanilla does. But at kind of the current pace of things, like, I would be surprised if in a couple more years with some more DLC, more of the initial area of the map is covered by focus trees in Vanilla than Kaiserreich. Because Kaiserreich, they're just basically not touching... I actually don't know if Central Asia is getting focus trees in the Russia rework, actually, but none of the Austria constituent states... None of the, like, Austrian constituent states get focus trees. Yeah. Waiting for this, and then I'll get the advisor that you can get from there. He started calling himself a prophet.
Attention.
Uh-oh. Okay, that now I need to crank up. Alright, that dropped their resistance target below 80% for now. But I really need to get more compliance. Central Asia are all getting focused to the Russia rework. See some of these on stream. Shout out to Afghanistan, still has nothing after all these years. Thumbs the brakes.
Attention. Bougez-vous.
Okay, Chad will gain some compliance from. Oh, don't tell me that buffed it even more. Okay. Yeah, I really need this to... Okay, there we go. Got some compliance there. And then, so this is a big thing. So 0.095 resistance decay, but if we get this guy... 0.12... It's a pretty big deal for declining resistance. Flanders, Wallonia declared war on Flanders. Yeah, I'm not gonna send volunteers there. Actually, it'd be kind of weird. For France to send volunteers to Flanders because Wallonia is the French-speaking parts of Belgium, if I remember right. That's gotta get partial mobilization. I don't think... Yeah, this one... it's the weird thing where actually you get more autonomy if you do the NatPop path, and you get minus 10% resistance target. Whereas this one you get plus 5% resistance target daily compliance gain. Can't really afford that right now. But actually, 0.01 daily compliance gain. That kind of offsets the difference. Well, it's not quite the offset between local police force and secret police, but... I can get the resistance here under control a little bit more. And get a little bit more compliance, then we can switch back to local police force there. I didn't have to do that last time I tried to play. Oh wait, hold on, what are we doing here? This guy, you would go and circle this guy right here. Even though, like, it matters, because he's got... His division's just going to get destroyed from Last Standing. Don't want to research radio because we have a focus that'll give us radio. We'll do Disperse, because the AI, like, never does Disperse, so we'll never get a tech bonus for it. Ottoman Empire declared war on Bulgaria. Oof. GG, Bulgaria.
Attention.
Bedouin raid. Sure, may as well research recon while we have such a big... If we had such a big research bonus for it. Oh, well, that didn't last long.
Attention. Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous.
Oof, I might be able to encircle that guy.
Bougez-vous.
IEDC, if only I had more political power. Sure, we'll join and invest 50. I always like to invest 100 when I can. And then I'm always going for that construction speed. Plus 20% construction speed's a very nice bonus. So much for our encirclement. Yeah, I think they're starting to collapse, I'm guessing. Yeah, collapsing morale. Yeah, they're toast.
Attention.
Standoff in America. Protestant missionary, yeah, sure, Protestants can operate. We can encircle all of these guys, that'd be pretty nice. Invest in civilian factories. I do civilian factories because they're just the most expensive, especially when you consider... Oh, well, plus 10% is still a plus 10% bonus to military factory construction speed. But military factory construction speeds are a whole, like, 50% more expensive on top of civilian factories, so always get some civilian factories. There goes the last ordered. Yeah, Russia just declares war on every Central Asian state. There's great memes on China on the Reddit, let's be honest. I think it's every update. Whole new mechanic for Wang Jingwei trying to decide what to order for dinner. Yes. I need a card game of Wang Jingwei deciding what to order for dinner. And then there be like a secret vegan path where if he goes vegan, he actually finds out that Chiang Kai-shek, and he goes out to pick vegetables one time and finds Chiang Kai-shek still alive and can invite him to take over the KMT again or something. Ugh. Fall of Madrid, so falls the heart of the Kingdom of Spain.
Gardez vos rangs.
Oh, come on, I was trying to do that. Olino.
Bougez-vous.
I swear if we can encircle these guys in Madrid. Nope. Right, let's fall back where we have like a little bit more supply. Collins ousted by Compromise Coalition. Irish politics are nothing if not interesting.
Attention.
Okay, that was in the Sahara, so that's probably fine. Okay, yeah, we're down to 53. Yeah, that's fine. Finland joined the Reichspakt. Oh, guess they ended up being more German aligned anyways. Maybe we could grab their capitals. I don't know if this ends this or not. The Chinese wars have a bunch of Mad Light Dub probably research restaurants in the area in Nanjing and make it. Probably. The end is in sight. Oh, cool. This also developed. I didn't realize this developed. A bunch of those areas. Okay, cool.
Attention. Bougez-vous. Bougez-vous. Continue l'attaque.
Yep. Alright, yeah, let me get those civilian factories. Okay, I can get radio through. I think they're focused to get radios pretty quick. Okay, my focus tree moved around. Yeah, 21-day focus, so that's worth it. Like, if it was like a 70-day focus, but absolutely not. I would just research it myself, but really short focus like that, sure. Oh, I want to bother researching these naval. I mean, I guess if they've got them, just go ahead and research the naval techs. Like American Civil War. Now the United States clapped all out Civil War. Wow, that's a... Whoa, what? I have never seen this. It would be the funniest... I mean, Canada's got to take New England in this scenario, right? It's probably too late. I don't think they did. Also, what the heck's going on with this New York? I've never seen this at all. This is wild. Huh. Okay. Probably going to need to support the PSA then, I think. I can't imagine McGar... maybe... I don't know, CSA might be... Actually, CSA is not in a great position, because that's a chunky AUS. I know this is going to be wild. All New York City. Yeah, no surprise there. That'll actually be... if the feds can raise militia, though, in there, that'd be pretty big, though. I bet the PSA probably survived the longest. Is there any way... I need a lot of political power to send an attaché, but would they... might accept it. Oh, and I want to get... relief of command for that extra army XP. Bay, rumored to help Tunisian nationalists. Always been remarked for its opposite French regime. It doesn't hide doesn't hide too much his likening of Tunisian nationalists. Yeah, we have to arrest him. We can't take any risk. By political power.
Attention.
Oh, shoot. What's going on here? Oh, we have, like, no supply. Surprise, surprise.
Attention.
I think I probably have enough artillery to put support artillery in these guys. I do. That's a good amount of soft attack. Plus 17 soft attack.
Arrêt.
For the same combat width, especially. Intervention in America. I mean, technically, I know the Pacific government can join. Yeah, to the PSA, they can align with Japan or join the Entente, but I know that, like, Huey Long tends to join the Reichspakt, and I honestly just don't see MacArthur winning, so I'm going with the Pacific government. Now, if I could just send them an attaché, I'd be really happy. Health special research is interesting. Kaiserreich. Damocles needs to give buffs for nuke special projects, of course. Once Wang Jingwei morning shave mechanic is added. Yeah. Looks like we could probably hold that line. East Syndicalist Unit. Ooh, what? Hold up. What? Interesting. Wait, did Japan declare war on the Philippines and lose? Did I miss that? Did that happen? Do I also have... Okay, I have a little bit more equipment. Just a couple more divisions. Again, lowest priority. Need to keep our garrisons filled. Doing here 52%. The closest threat to the Philippines. Oh no, the Second American Civil War just started, so Japan wouldn't have declared war yet. Just kind of waiting for them to do better research. See, they also like to research medium airframes, which is annoying. Anything? I mean, I'm sure I could go which improved cruiser hull. How long are mediums? Gotta do these ones because I don't think the AI will really. I don't really need to increase. This one just gives armor skirts. Blessed ending for Cindy, Asia. Getting the left KFT. League of East Chinese Provinces. I don't know. We'll see what happens. with this one. I mean, they haven't had the revolt yet, so that's wild to me that there's no resistance in these states. Why is there no... This should be reworked. There should be, like, a German East Asian, like, revolt or resistance mechanic, just like there is in France or something. Yeah, improve their conditions. Sweet, more stability. Hey, we're getting there. Also building... Wait, how much compliance am I building? 0.075%. Yeah, the secret police is rough, but... If we get the resistance target down to 4... The Senussi resistance should go away eventually, and once that goes away, I can switch them back to local police force, I think. Fatherland Front take over in Bulgaria after the national catastrophe. What does this mean for peace in the Balkans? Going more infantry focused, what if you did support tanks and armored cars? Well, armored cars just, unfortunately, I mean, I think armored cars for recon are good, but otherwise they're just not super good. I mean, I usually do medium tanks and support roles for infantry. The big thing is I know Ordak has a bunch of bonuses for artillery. Like, for example, where is it? Enemy destruction, towed artillery soft attack, which I don't know if this modifies artillery support companies or not. Nice 10% production cost for artillery. And then another plus 10% towed artillery, towed rocket artillery. Interesting, that doesn't buff motorized rocket artillery. Or does this change? Yeah. And then he's also got, I think he's got some other bonuses. So that's truck and mechanized. Bonuses, truck mechanized. I just don't know if we want more motorized rocket artillery. That's what I'm thinking, motorized rocket artillery and tanks. But I just don't know if... It's hard because I don't know what... Like, is superior firepower the way to go? Is mobile warfare but down tanks the way to go? Is mobile warfare but down motorized infantry the way to go? I don't know. Interesting. Gives armored car recon plus 10% breakthrough. Because this one gives more line artillery soft attack. But I don't know how much that actually... Like, in theory, this is another plus 20% soft attack. I just don't know the balance between org and soft attack. I think this is... Oh, that's the SRI. I don't care about, really. But are we guaranteeing the two Sicilies or something? Or the Papal States? Yeah, this is just explaining why we control Malta. The war in India should start soon, so that's where I don't want to get too involved in sending a whole bunch of volunteers. They're going to get recalled pretty quickly. Oh, Austrian Empire declared war on Hungary. Crisis on the Danube. Which path did he... Oh, he did Social Democrat path. Ho Chi Minh, some of the... yeah. I forget. Are you still able to avoid the East Asian revolt? Because I can't remember if you go with... I thought there was a way you could go down in this one to avoid it, but maybe you can't avoid it anymore. It seems like they might be getting away from that. Was that a thing you could do in... Well, maybe they've already lost focus. I remember as Kingdom of Spain, you could try to avoid the Civil War. I don't know if they got rid of that or not. I thought you could still do it.
Gardez vos rangs.
Alright, cool. We got Madrid.
Attention.
We could, like, solidify the front line along this river bank. Good.
Arrêt.
Deploy more of these guys. You know what? I just sent these guys over to
Gardez vos rangs.
India. And then these guys can go train for a little bit. You used to be able to avoid the Civil War as US and Spain. Yeah. I forget what you had to do to avoid the Civil War, what the exact path in America was. It's just like, if Olsen just used to be able to compromise with both of them or something, and then they got rid of that path, so you always have a Civil War. Rising Sun. Troubling. Rousing Speech.
Arrêt.
Mexico joined the Entente. Cool. It's actually pretty good, actually, because you know a lot of times they don't. Oh, I have no political power. That's our help in the war efforts against Yucatan? No, I'm gonna trust that you can do that on your own, Mexico. I cannot afford plus 10%. News from Corsica. Yeah, basically, Corsica is the main way people get out of, or refugees flee the commune or whatever. Exiles. No longer a stream of refugees, still a constant trickle of dissidents making their way to our shores. Organized crime's an issue, but otherwise it's a lovely island. Why does Carlos have a railway gun? I have no idea. AI loves railway guns. I will also BRB. I gotta run to the bathroom. Back. Sorry about that. Italian Civil War resumes. The Duchy of... Hold up, what? Huh, okay. Will Italy ever find peace?
Continue l'attaque.
Project nears completion. Let's go. 7.5% stability. No, I am not helping you fight the Yucatan. Clash against the Tuareg, yeah. Business ties. Oh, this gives me more stability. Yeah. Actually, that'd be like another 10% stability. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that then.
Attention.
Go ahead and draw. Line here. Go ahead and assign a field marshal. And then we need to stop training our fleet, because we have no fuel.
Pareil.
Knock these guys across the river.
Continue l'attaque.
Do a quick resistance check. Oh yeah, resistance isn't too bad everywhere. Nope. Oh, they went to war with the Princely Federation first. Okay. Well, that's not great. It might... The Dominion of India might honestly... Oh no, they're doing join the ISAC. What do they need to do? Oh, they'd have to do... Oh, they had the decision to do it. That means they could declare whenever.
Pareil.
Hungary capitulated. Oh, Carlos is doing well enough, it seems.
Gardez vos rangs.
No, like, France, the Kingdom of Spain seems to be the one that collapses the most often. Phase 4 complete. A marvel for the world to see.
Continuez l'attaque.
Ah, yeah, sweet 50% bonus for construction tech. Let's go. Nice. Oh, that might be enough for me to send an attaché to the PSA now. Yes, they will accept. Nice. Supported our government. Nice. Louis Bellereau. I'll go ahead and get resource extraction also. Anything that's got like a 50%, because that's the max bonus you can get from these guys. more stability. Oh, Baton Rouge. Whoa. Oh, it must have pulled off some naval invasions or something. Maybe the feds will hold out. This would be funny if it ends up PSA v. MacArthur. The CSA is not doing well. Oh. Okay, that one I need to join. Yeah, we should be okay for resistance targets right now. Yeah. Probably also go ahead and research, like...
Attention.
Conscription crisis in Quebec. An unfortunate business. Oh, can't get the encirclement, so less of a reason to push. Our volunteers get recalled from Carlos, but I think the Carlos are doing well enough. They should be fine.
Attention. Gardez vos rangs.
Here's the Yucatan. Murder Rock, the Caspa. Basically saying a lemo is actually framed. Free him. Oh, I should go ahead and do this because I can get my extra research slot and I want that. The stability's not too bad. Maybe we want to do a police crackdown, also try and get our stability higher. I should hold off because I think when's Isaac? Isaac should be coming due soon. February 11th, 1938. Yeah, I'd like to have the 100 political power for the investment. Get one per day. I think there's less than 100 days. Yeah, I would just hold off. I actually also want to go ahead and get my infantry expert. Because our infantry are actually doing some fighting.
Gardez vos rangs.
Are they being backed by... Oh, right, because Russia is... with socialists, that's right.
Attention. 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 Gardez vos rangs.
Yeah, if you get concentrated attacks like that, not only can you gain the land, but if you have a lot of divisions attacking, the attacks you receive can get kind of spread out. So then you could do a lot of damage to divisions. which is then helpful because the more damage you're doing, the more equipment you're destroying, which makes it harder for them to recover. Yeah, hopefully the Carlos seem to be doing pretty well. What am I doing in terms of resistance? Only 8%. Okay, so they got rid of that modifier. Okay, I think we can switch everybody back over to local police force again, and then that should help our compliance grow some more. I mean, if we get to a good enough spot, we could try for local autonomy would be risky. What is minus 40% required garrison? You know, I'm gonna drop a save. I'm gonna. How much damage are we taking now for our? Okay, we lost 50,000 manpower, so maybe we wait a little bit longer.
Attention. Bougez-vous.
Oh, maybe they just reactivated that malice then. No, not really. Legionnaire. I think I need to build. Let's see, how many space... Oh, Senegal's actually got some more building slots. Wait, no, that was just the infrastructure slots. Shoot. That's one. I think all the rest of that's non-core territory. So... I just need a little bit more. I have so few civilian factories. Those are the worst when he feeds in those low org divisions, because when they're retreating, they're going to take casualties. Debatably try to encircle this entire area if we could grab that spot. That'd also give us a supply hub and a naval base, which would be really nice. Right, I'm going for... Actually, I should probably do this one, because this one's plus 5% resistance target, but plus 0.01 daily compliance gain. I think we're at a point where I can afford to do that, because the extra compliance gain would be really nice. Portugal join the Entente. Let's see, anywhere where his line's the weakest. Okay, we have bad supply there. Let's concentrate more of our forces down here. Alright, I think I could go ahead. Yeah, we could go ahead. Do I want to do superior firepower? Ugh, decisions. Specifically mounted infantry recovery rate. But I just really like tanks is the other problem. I guess realistically, we're probably mostly going to be doing tanks with artillery. Yeah, I don't think we have the production cost to really support. Yeah, we'll go for superior firepower, in which case I'll go ahead and grab superior firepower doctrine guy. And let's see if our soft attack can blot out the sun. I'm definitely gonna be need to be making more artillery. I hate when that happens. You can get around that if you just gotta create enough production lines that you get a scroll wheel, and then you can, and that kind of fixes it. Proletariat.
Attention. Gardez vos rangs.
I don't even know what these guys are trying to do. I mean, there's no way I could build a naval base. 12th of December, a month. You know what? We'll try it. Actually, never mind. We won't try it. Because I forgot, as long as active combat's occurring, the construction can't proceed. More resource extraction. There goes Macedonia. Austria-Hungary federalizes.
Attention.
We gotta push and take that supply hub. Oh, sweet. We could also get this one for some extra political power. Resentment spreads to the lower class of Senegal. I see, so that must be a classification thing of why it's considered a core. But, yep, get resistance there. So I'm not sure. I guess I should have been paying more attention. I think we just lost political power and something there. Yeah, okay, it wasn't worth it trying to build the naval. Rocket Bros, is it over? Go full Rocket LARP and research launch sites. I have it's gonna be pretty expensive technologically. Yeah, I don't think you can push too hard. Okay, let's concentrate our forces even more. I might be able to actually break that guy there. And then we could get a little encirclement. Just gotta keep my eye out if they get the plus 40%. The new C backed resistance. Okay. Start of series. Okay.
Attention.
Oh, no, you don't. There we go.
Gardez vos rangs.
Under attack. How much do I need? 80.
Gardez vos rangs.
We should get IEDC investments soon, so I want to be able to invest in it. Real AI on taunt arrows with the naval invade. Yeah. Yeah. The Canada's taken 70. Canada's lost more troops in this war than the Dominion of India has. And they've done the least casualties. Taken 70k casualties and dealt 5k casualties in return. It's a 14 to 1 casualty, or a 1 to 14 casualty ratio.
Tirs ennemis. Bougez-vous.
Okay, still not too bad. You guys all have the encirclement penalty, so it should be a lot quicker to knock these guys out. Ooh, Carlos are getting pushed back a little bit, I think. Alright, we got more political power. Let's still hold off, because I want to get our investments first. Production capacity, please. Yeah, we'll get more research speed. Oh yeah, and I need to go back. It's lat focus, so let me just... More important for me to get my research speed than that 5% recruitable pop. Those competent Canadians, yeah. How have I only taken 5k casualty? Yeah, I mean, we're doing pretty... I mean, dealt 20k, taken 7k. I mean, I think the Dominion of India might be getting credit for these encirclements here. We'll see who gets credit for this encirclement. Yeah, I think the Dominion of India is probably getting credit for that. They all decide to do armored train. Oh, hey, sport weapons, sure. The accuse. Free Wilhelm, there's millions of them now. Plus 30%. Oh yeah, so that modified the colonial resistance, okay. Oh, is that what also got rid of? Okay, now it's only minus 0.01. And my compliance keeps getting nuked. How bad of a damage are we taking? 35k. Okay, it's going down at least. Ugh. You guys want to maybe up there?
Attention. Arrêt.
We will rebuild. Oof.
Attention.
Invest 100. Yes, get me the engineers. Let this old one expire first. Plus 30% construction speed. Let's go. And we can start building some military factories.
Attention.
After them. We do this, we get another encirclement. An attempt was made. That's rough. Looks like our resistance still isn't too bad.
Gardez vos rangs.
But we have no supply. That's a supply hub, though, but there's no railway. But I can draw... I think I can build railways in my... Yes, I can build railways in my allies' territory, so... I can make a workaround there if we can just get this supply hub. I need like some of you guys to just lock those guys up so they can't reinforce because we need the supply hub. Oh, collapse of the Union State. Oh, that helped the CSA bounce back. Yeah, it's because, man, if Canada had taken New England, the Feds would have been toast. Fall of Manila. Against who? Oh! We're also at war with the Philippines. Ah. I wonder... So I guess we might get Entente Philippines. Huh. That'd be interesting.
Gardez vos rangs. Bougez-vous.
Field hospitals might be bad, since your manpower is kind of meh. Yeah. I think we can still get a good amount of manpower, but we'll see. I mean, we've taken 16k casualties.
Arrêt.
I just don't... I mean, if we need to preserve manpower, it's just that... Maybe. Maybe.
Attention. Attention.
Nice. 7 divisions encircled. So they've lost 263k. Oh, I have to keep checking, make sure. 84%. Uh-oh. Alright. That's nation chat. Oh, that's really bad. Okay, but that's only for 50 days. Go ahead and research better tank stuff, because I don't think the AI will do it. Okay. That helped a little bit. So that was like another 60k. And the Philippines are almost done. Well, at least Canada's doing well against the Philippines. This is actually great, securing that supply hub, actually, here. I mean, ideally, we'd let the commune capitulate the Princely Federation first, and then, because then we could just grab all of it in single war. Extra research slot time, let's go. As one, it's 70-day focus, it's worth it. Do I get anything for sending them? Give 5 army XP? Not really worth. Oh yeah, the PSA is winning. Be able to get our next doctrine soon. What is Smoke and Fire? 5% breakthrough. Rather just get. I need the army XP so I could design a medium tank. Knight Monks of St. Croix. Officer. Wonderful initiative, encourage the Knight Monks. Yeah, let's shut down the school. Let's not be turning people into cultists. For a other supply hub. But what about second supply hub? Second Irish Revolution, hold up. Coolidge's forced surrender. Syndicalist revolutionaries took power in Dublin. Oh boy. That's gonna be interesting then. Republic of Burma joined the co-prosperity sphere. Interesting, because well, maybe Siam won't go to war with them because they didn't get the military coup, I don't think. Go ahead and get Schneider for a better factory construction speed. Siam also joined the co-prosperity sphere. Well, there we go. I think Indochina just didn't revolt. I think. Let's see. Yeah, we just gotta get the engine tech. I could start trying, man, I just have no military factory. Which granted, I prioritize building civilian factories. Oh. Let's check that again. 79%. Jeez. 80%. Shoot. I have to crank it up to military governor, I think. I need to go to martial. Actually, yeah, I probably just need to go to martial law for that one. I should have plenty of equipment and manpower, so it should reinforce. Having that less than 10%. That 10% resistance target is not having that is rough.
Attention.
Excuse me. Colombia. Oh, okay.
Gardez vos rangs.
Algerian Muslim Scouts. Sure. Time to evade. Burma, I think, could be a fun if they ever get a focus tree. Oh yeah, that's right. They also don't have a focus tree. The big boys in India side. That's me trying to survive in as Victoria 3 Burma. Desperately trying to join the French because the French won't outright conquer you like the British East India Company will. Nice, and now all of those guys are stuck being out of supply because their nearest supply hub is Bombay, and they probably don't even have a fleet, maybe. Yeah. Opposition wins Polish elections. We'll see how long that lasts. Alright, should be able to go and sell some more convoys.
Attention. Gardez vos rangs.
Okay, cool. We could also become Spy Master. Another thing is I could get another operative in here doing root out resistance, which would give me a little bit more breathing room. Let's also make sure. I think, yeah, it's specifically Chad that can get the super high resistance. I'm sure if you don't do things well, you can get high resistance everywhere else, but we're doing okay-ish. It's just killing us with that mountain penalty. Yes, extra research slot, though. Alright, we'll go ahead and start napping some of these things just because we've got the research speed bonuses. And we'll do fleets one day. Alright, we'll go ahead and nab some extra manpower. Alright, got maxed out logistics. Let's go and get logistics companies. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, they still have, even with that, we still have pretty high compliance overall. How bad are we at? 34K, yeah. Good luck, Colonel.
Arrêt.
Guess we should try to push across the river here while they're
Gardez vos rangs.
having a little bit of a bad time. Because once we get across the river, it'll be a lot easier. Keep pushing. Probably like Mando most. Honestly, I'll just stack him here because this is where we've got the highest resistance. Even though it's less efficient, it's still an extra minus 4% resistance activity. Something like Lithuania or Greece. I mean, yeah, sure, I'm open to suggestions for whatever. The Kaiserreich countries I've already played so far are Germany, Austria, Ukraine, Poland, Left KMT, Ottoman Empire, Ireland, Olson Compromise USA, and I forget if I did a Bulgaria run on stream or not. Hold on, let me check my channel. I do have, don't I have a Kaiserreich playlist? I should. Uh, full playlist. Yeah, they did Germany before their rework, and then I did another Germany post rework. No, I did Serbia. Yes, okay, so I did not do when I played Bulgaria, I did not do it on stream. Yeah, so I've done yeah, Left KMT, Poland, Germany, Ukraine, USA, Serbia, Ottoman Empire, Ireland, Austria. Ireland was so funny because when I was playing Ireland, you get that ability to send like +8 volunteers. So I just made like giant infantry divisions, like 40 width infantry divisions, which were like 20,000 manpower a pop. And then I sent 10 of those to the American Union state. And so I literally had like 250,000 Irish soldiers. But like, guys, you don't understand. We're not at war. They're just volunteers. And I literally sent my entire military as volunteers. That was ridiculous.
Gardez vos rangs.
That's a really fun storyline of how you use the German king, really try to learn about Lithuania to earn your people's trust, adopt their culture and traditions. Interesting. But is there a card game associated with this? We will rebuild. When does the sabotage stop? That's the neat part. It doesn't. That resistance decay speed is really good, though. I probably need to do Dispersed Industry for more factory slots. I have, like, no well, I have no core factory slots. Which I try to preferentially build in core territory. What are they researching? I mean, I know they're researching some naval stuff. But, like... Okay, they presumably have done radio. Let's just do machine tools, because that way we'll go ahead and start building the production efficiency now. Western Fire moves east. Oof, actually they're pushing on. I did not realize that. Pushing on Lahore like that. So let's redistribute our troops and just recertify or reinforce the entire front line here.
Attention.
In terms of casualties, we've taken 26k, only dealt 46k, but that's because we're not getting credit for most of our encirclements. I don't think that's too bad. We'll go ahead and just knock out radio. That's also been an annoying thing, is I don't have the reinforce rate. Got updated too. Sadly, no card game, but you have to build a place simulator. As a bonus, you do it during Black Monday as well, which is really fun. Neat. Yeah, I can check them out then. I do like trying to do... I do have some funny stuff I want to do. Now that I know that you could just take over the presidency of Middle Europa super easily, I really want to do that now as like every single country. Oh yeah, I forgot I could build a Corsica, and Corsica's core territory. Ah, jeez, the Carlists are getting wrecked now. Well, I thought they were in a safe spot, but turns out I was wrong, but I'd rather have India than Spain. Although this is rough, because Russia's also sending them volunteers, I think. Alert in the Mediterranean. Touching story. We're getting 10% stability for being at war. But we're losing stability because of war support. Yeah, let's just try and get some extra weekly stability. It's worth it. Oh. Ah, okay then. That man, the CSA are crushing the feds now. Should get radio. Oh, I'd literally get radio in a day. Okay. Are they researching radar? Okay, one of them. Radar. Probably shouldn't be caring so much. Oh yeah, we'll go ahead and research field hospitals. I probably shouldn't be caring so much about trying to synchronize with whatever the AI is doing, but if I can get research speeds whenever I get... Ah, yes, some extra compliance, please. And stability. Probably those volunteers. Those volunteers are kind of a pain. The ambassador crisis. I should also be pushing to get rocket artillery. Nationalist Algerian book seized. Trust our own compatriots. 5th Zhili Fengchan War, yep. The battle begins. Okay, that isn't too bad. Just nuking my compliance into the dirt. Let's get their hardness up. You know what? Let's also research better military police. Get my doctrine up. So yeah, so the big question is, am I really going to use enough line artillery? Oh, this actually gives plus 5% coordination. Interesting. This gives plus 5% coordination when you don't get a coordination bonus from this side. That is interesting, because coordination's a sneaky one, because coordination really helps you when you're fighting big stacks of soldiers, which is one of the most annoying parts of Iron 4. And you get artillery support and line... Oh, that signal companies give extra artillery defense? That's not great. If they gave more soft attack, that'd be amazing, but... My regular line artillery get extra soft attack. Because with integrated support, you get that no matter what you have in your divisions, and that's a very equipment efficient. Makes all your support companies better, but the 50% soft attack bonus is huge for support artillery. But I think I am going to try and go the line artillery route, so we'll try this. I've never done this before, we'll give it a try. Burgundy tragedy. Operatives lost contact with important assets in the commune. By fish price for Algeria, why you'd be hard pressed to find a bureaucrat, businessman, or officer who'd ever tasted it. Yes, the wine. I'm surprised the commune's able to hold up like that. Signal companies for initiative bonuses. Yeah, it's tough, because I usually don't find that it matters too much for the reinforce rate. Why are we even having time? Let's dismiss the rumors. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what companies we could do. I'd like to get engineers, but man, we're having a hard time. I should go ahead and put... Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. Because I wonder if this buffs support artillery. To join the Reichspakt. Fall of Beijing. Oof. Just getting hit by this all the time. Offensive of Delhi. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to concentrate our forces. It's tough. I mean, what's killing me is I just have no factories for the most part. Like, trying to get more artillery here. I guess we can lay off the... maybe I could go ahead and add this, because I didn't edit that at all. Maybe I could go ahead and add engineers to these guys. Yeah, I can afford that. I need to save up my political power, because we're also about to get IEDC investments again. Persecution prospering. let's hold off. I just really want the political power for the IDC investments, which we should get. Fall of Burgos, yeah, Carlos are toast. Although SRI is not doing well. Do these guys just get the default focus tree? Nah, of course they have their own focus trees. Monaco, nominally independent. Oh yeah, so this is just about like Monaco being annexed and people fleeing from Monaco. Next year in Monaco. It's funny, De Gaulle hated Monaco. So did that buff my artillery? Plus 19. Yeah, so this definitely got a soft attack bonus. Okay, that's still good. Man, that makes me wonder. Yeah, I should definitely go for these then. Because it's France because you're small. I'm wondering... Clover Revolution. Well, let's see how that goes. um... Because if you did a bunch of small divisions with support artillery, you know, I think that's actually the move. Shoot. Oh, that means I made a mistake doing this one. I think we will flip. I think you doing the support company build is better. So what I'm going to try and do here, probably take... what's cheaper? Modifying this one is probably cheaper modifying this one, actually. Because what I can do is if I make this 10 with infantry... Then what that does is that makes these divisions a lot cheaper.
Gardez vos rangs.
I don't suppose I have a save from... When's my last save? May 25th? Oh, no. Absolutely not. We'll just take the XP penalty and we'll switch to integrated support. I think the smaller divisions make much more sense for us. Al Rashidi Emirate? Huh.
Attention. Attention.
How many divisions can I recruit at once? 18? Let's do it. Yeah, I could go through the Suez Canal, I think. Do I have any good resource states? Not particularly. But I do know Senegal is at least a core state, so we'll build there. Wish you could do industrial land integration and appropriation like you can in vanilla and Kaiserreich. Yep, that's the Kurdish revolt. We'll see if the Cairo Pact declares war soon. So here's the thing with 10 width divisions, is if you go for integrated support, you get massive buffs to support artillery. And what that does is, because support artillery doesn't use any combat width, you can actually get a huge amount of soft attack per combat width by putting support artillery and especially rocket artillery in your divisions. We will have to, unfortunately I should have gone, we will flip to doing integrated support, but this will make our divisions, because all of the these towed artillery bonuses buff the support companies, it synergizes super well. Backup patrol night. Let's see. Again. Yeah, trust me on this. It's not something I always recommend doing, but I've done it to great effect before. Generally in relatively desperate situations, but it can work well. And especially another reason I'm doing this is because we have so little manpower. Having smaller divisions lets us have more divisions, which will also just give us more flexibility in managing front lines. Let's go with buff engineers, because we're running engineers in our troops anyways. Okay, once military police finishes, we need to do artillery and push for rocket artillery. Hey, regime. Okay. Which actually, okay, I can go ahead and flip. Alright. So for example, so our original division template, this has 82 soft attack. Our new one has 55.8 soft attack. So already, even though we've got, 4 fewer infantry, we're only short, that's only what, 27. So we're losing about a third of our soft attack. Now if I do this, and let day tick over, now we're at 90.6 soft attack, and this is at 64 soft attack. So now we're losing only 26 soft attack, which is less than a third. That's close. That's a little bit more than a quarter. Like 28%, 29% of the soft attack, but while using much less infantry equipment. Trade-off is we use more support equipment. Yeah, I feel like the Cairo Pact goes kind of late now. Oh, yep. Childish fantasy, alright, and then we want to try and do Death and Rain. I wanted to go ahead and get... Oh, no, we're about to have IEDC fire, so I want to save up the political power for that, because I like getting that 30% construction speed bonus. That's a big help to us.
Attention. Gardez vos rangs.
Come on, reinforce, yes.
Gardez vos rangs.
He's really laying into us, though.
Attention.
The Eastern Syndicalist Union, so... Now, these guys will also be a lot better once we get some tanks in there, get the armor. Early on, there's a downside if we have less defense and organization. But we'll get better in time. What's going on in America? Oh, big CSA. Might get the Rocky Mountain ceasefire, we'll see. Artillery. Yes, oh, okay, they have the... Wait, why do I have a 50%? Oh, this must be a tech bonus I have. But yeah, you better, artillery. You know, it'd be cool if... It'd actually be really interesting if, socialist Iran joined the Eastern Syndicalist Union. I feel like that would kind of make a lot of sense. And would also give Iran a lot of help if the commune had won.
Attention.
Always invest in civilian factories, please. Oh wait, I didn't get an option to invest political power, did I? Marshall Network. Oh yeah, this is about a Alsatian textile industrialist operating a operating an intelligence network. Let's give a focus on the Reds. Authorities offer their protection. France is no exception. Corruption of war. May next year be peaceful.
Attention.
Oh, never mind. They cannot. Because of the war, I'm guessing we can't go through Suez, so they have to take the long way around. Technology sharing. I must have a research speed bonus. Yeah, I'd want to save that for doing that bonus then. Oh, I should design a medium tank also. Always go improve small cannon. $25, 10%. Yeah, I'd rather get the armored skirts, I think. I need torsion bar also. Can't afford it. Gonna head off to bed, have fun. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. We'll be heading off. I'll be heading to bed soon after this as well, I think. I mean, hopeful. I'd like to at least wrap up the war in India, but I don't know if we'll be able to do that tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Do I have, are these limited use? Oh, nope, these are all tech sharing. Awesome. I also have lots of infantry still.
Gardez vos rangs. Attention. 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 Pareil.
Yeah, where's my IEDC option to invest? Oh, there we go. Always construction speed. And I'll probably do this leading diplomat, I think. Nobody else can really help us with compliance or anything.
Attention.
My troops are almost there. This is taking forever. Australasian Guard. There, only increased. Interesting. North Africa Cup. Congratulations to the winners. Prince George, okay. Okay, finally, we're getting some reinforcements.
Gardez vos rangs.
Should still have a 50% bonus here. Yes, I do. Okay, now I think I should have enough to design my medium. Yeah, I definitely want to be above 100% organization. That's a pretty nice looking tank, though. Even more soft attack. I'll do battlefield support. Probably go ahead and fill out some more. Air reformer. It's probably the guy we want to grab, but he's expensive. So many of these guys are 30. Command power to reserve. Public power gain or 5% stability. I'd rather get citizen soldier. Leading. Yeah, I'll get the leading diplomat. I need more political power.
Pareil.
Why does it draw the lines like that?
Attention.
Another thing is when you have a lot of divisions, it can sometimes mess with the AI and how it allocates its troops, because it doesn't have... I think it's kind of like the Crusader Kings, I think, where the AI doesn't necessarily have a very good understanding of, like, how good certain troops are, although it has gotten better in Roads to Power.
Attention.
Nowadays. But look at all that. See, that's the thing, is all that soft attack we can pour in pretty quickly.
Attention.
Because we use so little combat with.
Attention.
The Grand Illusion, war film, the German prison camp. This managed to get past the sensors. Oh.
Gardez vos rangs.
Coordinate now. Maybe we could get enough attack through. Yeah, we can. Check factory construction speed, resource management, factory output, resource gain efficiency. I mean, how much soft attack does a single... all these guys give now? Plus 34, and we could still get one more plus 50% bonus.
Arrêt.
Okay, technology sharing. Sure, we'll go and research it. And technology sharing here. Let's research it. And the car lists are back somehow. Somehow the car lists returned.
Gardez vos rangs.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get enough attack to overcome that mountain penalty, though. It's a problem. This guy could probably knock out, though.
Arrêt.
Are gonna need to start building some trains. Okay, cool. Is this for territory also? Oh, it is. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. I saw my construction speed.
Attention. Bougez-vous.
Oh, those guys have some wild soft attack. Not enough, though.
Attention. Attention. Continuez l'attaque.
Oh, this would give me army XP. I could actually use more army XP.
Gardez vos rangs.
We grab Delhi.
Gardez vos rangs. Pareil.
Being over advocates the throne. Once again, Delhi has a new master. Greece declared war on the Ottomans, oh boy.
Attention. Attention. Pareil.
Push across the river here. Might be able to encircle all these guys.
Attention.
Oh, gap. Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay.
Pareil. Gardez vos rangs.
That's a bunch of divisions. Like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 divisions encircled. 2 of them volunteers. Like Ottoman Empire gave up the territory it took from Bulgaria.
Gardez vos rangs. Continuez l'attaque. Pareil.
Turn. Royalist family. Popularizing sports. Foreign Olympics. Following the revolution. Heartbroken by the death of 2 nephews, blunder of the 1924 Olympics.
Attention. Gardez vos rangs.
Is the Delhi... Ah, the railroad isn't connected. Oh, I can fix that. Here's Putsch. This took a while. Albania, why not? Okay, so our divisions are currently at... We get 34 soft attack. We are at 74 soft attack. '84 soft attack. These alone give 43 soft attack. There's a plus 25% bonus, not another plus 50% bonus. That's a lot of soft attack.
Attention. Attention.
So now we can get rocket artillery. It will be big, because if we can get support rocket, we'll probably also need to start building some, AA would also be good, because we have no planes. We also need to import chromium now. Let's import from Greece. I think Portugal's in the Entente, so we'll import from them. I guess I should. Well, I need to do that one.
Pareil. Attention.
After them.
Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
Let's just take all of these guys, throw them all in there. There's can't be choosers. Also, if we're growing grapes.
Gardez vos rangs. Bougez-vous.
There we go.
Pareil.
So they're at 945k casualties now. And we've done 177.5k.
Attention. Continuez l'attaque. Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs.
Qing government collapsed, fall of Wuhan. Oh. And Zhang sided with Zhang. 1 million, and I think we were at 177,000, so that was another 50 million casualties we inflicted. Okay, let's do... Guys, see if there are just any of these other ones that give us soft attack bonuses. Looks like not particularly.
Attention. Attention. Attention.
I think at this point we might be able to just form a big front and then we'll see.
Attention.
Yep, Insulindia lost. Cool. Definitely need factory building trains because I'm having a bad time trying to fill out my trains. Ooh, is this technology sharing? Yes, it is.
Attention.
Oh yeah, just huge amounts of soft attack.
Bougez-vous.
Ooh, got an encirclement.
Gardez vos rangs.
Downside is they don't have as much sustain, which is the... Tour d'Algier. See, it's just as good as the original. Old Guangzhou. Great loss for the click. And I think this will give us another 10% artillery support companies, which would be nice. Let me go ahead and get the breakthrough bonus, because I think I like the breakthrough bonus most of all.
Attention.
Death of Danish democracy. I mean, this is fine, because with him being in such bad supply, they should be losing tons of equipment to attrition.
Attention.
Go ahead and just hit that guy hard enough that we could break all those divisions also. Oh yeah. Power of soft attack.
Pareil. Pas de pitié.
I need to redraw our lines because of the princely states. Strike in Senegal. Alright, what do I have political power to spend on? Oh yeah, I'll go ahead and get the air reformer. That guy's really expensive.
Pareil.
Usually rewards. Evil. How's the war going? I don't know. PSA's doing okay, I suppose. Nationalist coup in Poland. Well, how much for that? I wonder, I might be able to just go ahead, if I push down the center planes, I might be able to just encircle a bunch of these guys, actually. Alright, we have some free slots here, so we can build here. And Ottomans, they're pushing on Egypt a little bit, but they're having a rough time with Iran.
Attention.
We can just keep pushing, especially if we grab that supply hub.
Attention. Attention. Pareil. Gardez vos rangs.
Okay, oh, if we just take this, then they're encircled. Nice, okay.
Attention. Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
Groups reorganize. These guys should all pretty quickly get knocked out of supply.
Gardez vos rangs. Bougez-vous. Attention. Pareil. Gardez vos
Okay,
rangs.
dealing with this. Alright, it switched to reckless.
Gardez vos rangs.
And then reduce medium tank. Output cost. That's just for heavies.
Gardez vos rangs.
Also, I've got to set these guys too aggressive also, because they might just be able to just end it if all the troops are trapped here. I mean, I would like to get the encirclements, because there's a bunch of, volunteers. But it's not the... I'd rather get the war ended. Oh, and speak of the devil. Don't mind if I do. Help myself to everything. The power player-led peace conferences. Wait, what? Thank you. Weird. Never had that happen before. Did player-led peace conferences not work correctly? I have that enabled, don't I? Turn off player-led peace conferences. Yeah, weird. Bulgaria joined the Belgrade Pact. What? Okay. Huh. Alright. Alright, I should get a Fate of the Philippines event.
Gardez vos rangs. Attention.
Wait, I think we just end up at war with the princely states. I think the princely states are going to go to war with us. Or India will declare war on the princely states, one of the two.
Attention.
Alright, let me see port line artillery. We're currently getting plus 46.8, which is insane. Street fight between Algerian nationalists. Action Algerian, so it's basically the like far right, far left nationalist parties clashing. Legal and its leader, it believes in assimilation to a greater France. $48.6. Okay, I don't remember if that was an upgrade or not. Fate of the Philippines, okay. Oh yeah, the Philippines also don't have a focus tree. Do they export anything? Oh hey, they do export chromium actually. Don't mind if I do. Alright, looks like Carlos will end up winning still. Did Portugal get... Oh, no, Portugal did not get directly involved. Alright, well, I think we're going to have to call it... Yeah, if they'd taken New England, the Feds would have been toast. Alright, yeah, and then you see the subsequent puppets getting released. Autonomous puppet of Middle Africa. Alright, well, I'm going to drop a save here. We can pick this up some other time. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And, yeah, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Let's see, KR, French Republic. String one end. And, yep, that's about it. Oh, I'll need to go ahead and drop the, my YouTube and Twitch links in chat. Because if you want to see more Kaiserreich gameplay, I've played a good amount of Kaiserreich. And then... And then for the YouTube chat, you guys can get my Twitch chat, because we are also working on grinding out affiliate status on Twitch. But yep, that's it. See you, everybody.